it says Prajwala Clinic here. We're working with many different clinics.
Okay.
So I don't
is this the one mainly that they're focusing on today, or generally?
It's just general.
It's just the one.
For, you know, it's about the girls today,
Okay.
not the actual clinic.
Okay. Anything that we feel that we want to mention?
No, I mean, you know, just in reality, how do you feel about this? You know, the
My
average
dear.
age of a girl getting gang raped.
So, for next 5 minutes till she makes more mistakes. Because normally, you know, the celebrities show up late, and on this occasion we are here before time. She's the one who's running the show, and she has 5 more minutes to rectify everything and impress me. Otherwise.
So should we start before the
Yeah.
movie?
Every
Yeah.
day there's a report in a tabloid or a broadsheet that a girl has been raped by a father, a brother has been raping her sister. So how do we have a pause or have a full stop on saying that it would be completely diminishing from India at the end?
Well, I wish, you know, like you, any of us knew the answer. Although we want, you know, I mean, like, why here? Why in this country? Why in our country? When I go to, you know, let's say Los Angeles to work in a movie, or when I'm as a celebrity somewhere, you know, people bring this up, and it's very, very embarrassing as an Indian.
Yes.
And you know, when you sit down and sort of, if the conversation continues and you try and reason it, that why does this happen? Is it a lack of education? Is it lack of, you know, like, lack of exposure to female? Is it lack of, what is it? Is it sexual frustration? Is it the way we are brought up? What is it? Honestly, I mean, I can speak about almost any topic for a long time, but this, within seconds I give up and I say, you know, I wish I knew. And I'm extremely sorry that this is happening in my country, and I'm, you know, wanting it to stop. So there's no answer that I know.
But what all points would like in your saying that how do we stop it at the end? Is the question. It's happening, everyone knows it. But how do we stop it?
Can I answer?
How do we stop? Yeah, Reggie wants to answer that.
I don't.
Do I have a mic?
I don't think we can stop anything. I think what we have to do is, a lot of people, like me being popular in Hollywood, sometimes when people, you know, they're like, hey, what's going on in India? What's going on in India? I'm like, why are you asking me? You know, but we represent our country. You know, so especially in Hollywood, they say Indian, there's not so many. Why, you know, everyone asks me. So what I say is, I don't know if we can stop it. We could raise awareness. We could help it. I think what we should do is maybe get into changing legislative laws and make crime more punishable, not just, you know, oh, give me money and it's out, or oh, 2 minutes in jail. I think we really need to educate, and I think with Gulshan being, you know, who he is, and having all these Hollywood celebrities involved. I mean, Hollywood is 100% behind this. I have 40 Hollywood celebrities. Most of them won Grammy Awards. Most of them won all these awards that are part of this project and actually sang on the song. And when I said, you know what, I need somebody who really cares about the cause, about the girls, because I'll be honest with you, when I started talking to some other Bollywood people, he was #1 in my mind, and my sister knows that. They're like, well, yeah, I'll do it for, you know, $100,000. Okay, well, I don't want you because it's not about money, it's about girls. It's about them. And Gulshan, right away.
Would you like to add something to it?
Hello? Okay. Basically, I think that unfortunately, India is a very sexually repressed country. And until we start at least treating women with a little more dignity, and at least seeing them as, see, I know that right now at least, and for a couple of years, maybe a decade, equality, gender equality won't reach what we want or what we expect. But as human beings, as Indians, at least if we treat our women a little more nicely, with a little more respect, I think things can change. I think that education plays a very strong part here, especially even family values. Because, for example, I was reading something in the paper a couple of days ago about how a woman in Delhi approached the court to make rape after marriage illegal, and without even looking at it.
Illegal or legal?
Illegal.
Illegal. Oh.
Like rape after marriage. And the court just threw it out. They didn't even look at this, like at all. And that's what I'm trying to say. Until we start treating our women, you know, our sisters, our mothers with a little more respect, things aren't really going to change.
Gulshan, what is your take on gender equality?
Well, I believe, honestly, you know, equality, I mean, I think women are above men. Men are, you know, by nature, untrainable, you know, men have a certain qualities, but men don't have enough to match women. You know, when people say that we are going to empower women, I say, I mean, how can, you know, men empower women? Somebody that is already in my mind are truly powerful because of the qualities that a woman has. You remember my speech in Los Angeles at that women empowerment event?
I remember, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
it was, you know, like it's always been like this from the heart that I said that, you know, my memory or my very first interaction of a woman is that she gave me my first breath, and with her magnanimity, sacrifices, she takes my breath away each day, each minute. So women sacrifice, women, you know, help men be what they are. So I think equality is, you know, it's an unfortunate thing that we are talking about equality. They're far more superior in the qualities that they have.
गुलशन सर, क्या आपको लगता है कि मेंटालिटी के साथ साथ थोड़े अपने लॉ को भी बदलने की जरूरत है?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही बात है. लॉ तो इतने स्ट्रिक्ट होने चाहिए कि सज़ा उसी वक्त मिल जाए, बिल्कुल, मतलब विद इन डेज लिटरली. इसके साथ साथ सज़ा जो है वो सज़ा लोगों को दिखाई दे, you know, so that there is a public humiliation. There is a humiliation of every kind because, you know, when you play a baddie in a movies, you know, a time came where baddies, when some of the heroes started to play baddies, the end was very glorified. They pull up a gun and shoot themselves, and baddie ka role khatam ho gaya. Whereas when the conventional baddie would play a baddie, humiliation was a very significant part of it. कि आपको पीटा जा रहा है, कपड़े फाड़े जा रहे हैं, ज़मीन में फेंका जा रहा है, people are pushing you. That humiliating part of almost half a reel, one reel, till you reach your end, was truly, you know, that truth was triumphing in that, you know, Satyamev Jayate. That it was really, really that yes, the bad has been beaten, demolished, humiliated, put on the ground, and this is what the victory of good is. So taking an example from that, you know, it should be that, you know, strict laws, punishment right away, punishment that is visible to people, sets an example, and humiliation to people who do all this. That's what I would.
Hello. I think adding to Sir's point, in order for that humiliation to happen and for the attackers and everybody to somewhat realize what they've done and for it to be seen for everyone else, I think we need to encourage the victims to go and report the crimes more than anything. Yes, we're here creating an awareness. I think we need to create a support system so they feel secure and safe enough to go and report these crimes without any fear of anything else happening to them once they've done that. So I think once they start reporting it more, we will be even more aware of the extent to which this is going on. So a support system, I think, so big comfort level for them.
So you talked about humiliation. There are various cases wherein let's take an example, daughter of India was taken off the YouTube. So do you think the Indian society is in capacity to accept things, what's going on in the society, adds up to the crimes in India?
See, देखिए, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
And for, you know, for you guys, the video cameras, you don't need this, right?
No, sir.
No, okay. No problem.
I have a slightly quieter voice. So
Women stepping apart, giving
नहीं अभी दो क्वेश्चन हो गए. पहले
So, दोनों vice versa.
नहीं, पहले उसके सवाल का जवाब. पहले उसके सवाल का जवाब कि बहुत सारी चीज़ें बहुत सेंसिटिव हैं, तो उसको सेंसेशनाइज करना, कि सेंसेशन बना देना, वो करेक्ट नहीं है. तो अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं कि अब जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल let me start with this. Actually we jumped into, because of this young man, into questions and answers. You see me outside, huh? Let's just start with how it all began for me to be on this platform here. As most of you know that I pioneered the transition from Bollywood to Hollywood many years back, and continue to go to Los Angeles, to Hollywood, to work in films, to have various work-related meetings, and also my son Sanjay Grover lives in Los Angeles and works in Hollywood studio. So when you go to Hollywood, to Los Angeles, you're aware of some of the Indians who have done some wonderful things over there. You look forward to meeting them. You make an effort to find them. And one of the achiever of Indian origin is this young man sitting here, Reggie. And I met Reggie and his sister Reena in Los Angeles. And when Reena's there, Reena, say hi. and so when he mentioned to me about the foundation Save Her and collaborative effort by Reggie and other musicians in creating this song Save Her, and then also participation of many music achievers, Hollywood achievers, to be in the music video. This was interesting. And I said, along with all this, is there some real work that is going to be done? It's going to be a great music video. It'll move you to tears. But are we doing, this will create awareness, but is there something more being done? When both brother and sister explained to me that they've tied up with hospitals, every penny that is raised from this music video and from various other efforts would go for helping women. And I felt that this is a very serious, sincere effort, not just a musician's music video. And I decided, when I was asked, I said, yes, I will be happy to, when you come to India, to be part of it and help take this message forward. While we were in conversations and various meetings, both Reggie and Reena asked me if I would like to be part of the music video as well. And I said yes, because I believe in this, that especially in my kind of situation, that society has given me so much. People have given me so much in the form of name, fame, money, adulation, popularity, everything. And whenever there's a possibility of me returning it, to the society in any way, whether it is using my popularity, my brand, my voice, or financially, or in any other way, I am very happy to be involved in those situations. So that is the reason for all of us to be here, Save Her. And I applaud these two young girls, these two young actors, to have come forward and take part in this. I was just talking to them and exchanging views about and I've just heard both of them say that how correct they are in their thinking about what's happening. Now, I feel honestly, when you say that who's powerful, who's bigger, you look at the traits, you look at the qualities. If it is a debate between men and women. You look at the qualities. There is no financial strength involved. There is no physical muscle involved. Qualities. Who is the most sacrificing, right from your early day till today? If you remember, it's the woman. Mother, sister, neighbor, girlfriend, friend, sister. A kindly auntie, a kindly, somebody in the office. So sacrificing by nature. Who for centuries has been taking backstage. Why do they say behind every successful man there's a woman? Because वो behind का position दे दिया ना. Because she does so much. She doesn't want the credit. If you sit down, like I have sat down on various occasions and thought, this is not a very, like a profound, glorified, looking right kind of statement where I say men are incapable of empowering women. She herself is so powerful because of her traits, qualities, sacrificing nature, dedication, and yet not asking for. What we are doing it, what we should do it, that suddenly there is too much ill treatment being done to women. And we are now raising a voice. We are now, raising a voice to say to her that don't let this happen. So we are not empowering her, at least I am not.
Can I add to that?
Yes, please.
Is it okay if I add to your question?
Yeah.
So you were speaking about, or you were asking, who you think is better and what women do.
One thing that guys think that a girl cannot do, fighting first, and secondly, vice versa.
Okay, so my take on women empowerment is actually not comparing them to men. If they are equal, then they should be spoken about as equal. You don't, there's no male empowerment thing going on saying that, men can do this better than women. They're not going and, screaming this from top of the roofs. So I think just speaking about them as equal to start with, rather than, relatively comparing them to men. So.
Yeah, so there's, again, so I wrote this song, and it's called Save Her, and I wrote it with 40 Hollywood celebrities, producers. A lot of them won many awards, Grammy Awards, this award, that award. When I first decided to write a song, I contacted all of them. And I said, you know what? I've known you guys for a long time. I've never asked for anything. I said, here's what's going on. In 90 seconds, I had 40 celebrities say yes. So what you're gonna see right now is just a compilation. It's not the actual video. It's just a compilation of the song, the lyrics, and some of the celebrities that were on there that we put together so you can actually, for the first time, no one's ever heard this song. I think 3 of us have heard it.
Yeah, I've heard the song, not seen the music video, so I'm going to go that side and see it.
Yes, so we'll come over there, and this is Save Her. Again, it's not the video, it's just so you get an idea of what we're doing.
Yes, and you will, next time when this is shown, I'll be in the video as well, because that's what they want me to do, and that's what, when I go to Los Angeles, middle of this month, I'll shoot that video.
से डांस कर रहे हो असं बोल असतं तर मिसच जाणार ब्लॉगर सोलो सोलो सर ये काढले तो दुकान मार मंदिर दुकान है सर राइट में ओए होय मंगेश
Here to support her, along with Reggie, Gulshan sir, Amyra is also here, and everybody's here to create an awareness of the level to which rape is actually happening in India right now. And I myself wasn't aware that it was this bad. And my opinion, I think first everybody should get together, create this awareness, and once everybody is aware, maybe possibly, encourage victims to go and, report the crimes. I'm sticking to that. I'm all for that. I think that once victims get that security and that safety to, confidently go and report everything, then I think everybody will be more aware of what is going on. Unless if they're not reporting them, then we're never going to know the extent to which rape is actually occurring in India. So, how am I supporting this? I'm going to do what I can. I would like to, I don't know, via social media, whatever I can do. Be it financially, be it just being there, and anyway, any possible way. I'm voicing it, I'm airing it, and supporting them fully. So that's how.
Just talking about women empowerment.
Yes.
What is your take on it?
My take on women empowerment is that I'm not okay with the relative comparisons between men and women. If women are equal, then we are just as empowered as men. I don't think we need to speak about it much. I don't think we need to speak about the differences between men and women. If we're equal, we're equal. And I think we should be encouraging that kind of talk.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, Amyra, tell us something about this event, how you're supporting this particular Save Her.
Well, Reggie came up with this about a year ago, and it's called Save Her. And more than anything, more than just spreading awareness, he is trying to put a stop to the ill treatment of women, be it rape, harassment, molestation. It all does need to stop. And the reason that I like this cause a lot is that it's already brought in a lot of recognition. It's already got a lot of awareness. And I think with the tie-ups that he has and the people that he knows, he'll be able to spread a little more awareness about this cause. And I think that's what's really going to impact the fact that, people are going to realize that the things that are going on in this country are, not right at all, and something needs to be done. If not now, at least in the near future, something has to be done.
According to you, what is the main reason behind such events which we saw?
The fact that men in this country just don't respect the women the way they should. Ultimately, forget equality. Women aren't even seen as human beings. They're seen as like, arey wo housewife hai, arey wo ladki hai, rehne do. Ultimately, when we start respecting our women, when we start treating our daughters the same as we treat our sons, I think things will really change. And I think education has a lot to play in this, because for example, even some of the people who are in jail for rape, they actually think it was okay. They don't see it as something wrong, and that's where we need to start hitting people. It has to be seen as, an illegal thing, and ultimately the government needs to come up with a punishment to fit the crime.
What does women empowerment mean?
I really liked what Sapna said. It's not about equality. Women empowerment is just about helping women reach a certain level in society, and comparisons to men need to stop being made, because men and women are extremely different, but that doesn't give you a right to pick on the weaker sex. Unfortunately, we are physically weaker, and it's known, but I think intellectually and even in society, as Mr. Grover said, that ultimately women have to make the sacrifice and raise the children and take care of the house and do all of that, where that's not taken into account. And I think a little more light and respect should be given to women who do that.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, we will do our own press conference.
Okay.
इंग्लिश में हिंदी में ये हिंदी बहुत अच्छी बोलता है इसको बिल्कुल नहीं आती हिंदी.
You speak Hindi, I'll speak English.
दो लोग एक साथ कर लेते हैं पारायण के साथ में, बाकी आप लोग एक साथ में कर लो
जो मर्जी
दोनों नहीं दिखेगा हम लोग.
हाँ, ऐसे करते हैं.
हो गया. पीछे क्वाड.
White.
ओए. क्वाड. PRO, no voice, no sound. जैसा कि आप सभी जानते हैं कि बॉलीवुड टू हॉलीवुड को जो ट्रांजिशन है उसको मैंने पायनियर किया, मैंने शुरू किया। उसी सिलसिले में हॉलीवुड बहुत जाना होता है। लाइट बंद हो गई तेरी भाड़े का। तो अभी लाइट ठीक है कि ओके दोबारा से। बॉलीवुड टू हॉलीवुड, the transition from Bollywood to Hollywood is pioneered by me, as you all know. And in that regard, I keep going to Los Angeles a lot. फिल्मों में काम करने के लिए, काम से संबंधित मीटिंग्स में जब लॉस एंजलिस पे जाते हैं तो वहाँ पर अपने देश के जो अचीवर्स हैं, ऐसे लोग जो इंडिया से हैं और उन्होंने अचीव किया है, उसी संदर्भ में मेरी मुलाकात रेजे से हुई। एंड you know, a musician who has achieved so much and created a name and a brand for himself. So when we were there and we became friends, he told me about how he has created this foundation along with other musicians and very important people who are disturbed by the human trafficking and the kind of treatment that is given to women. And they would like to do something about this, you know, create a song for awareness, and also do something substantial, not just create a song and create a music video which entertains people or which makes people sad, but they don't do anything about it. So when I heard, you know, the noble thoughts and the dedication and sincerity behind Save Her from Reggie and his sister Reena and various other musicians that are involved in this project, I felt, and when I was asked for, that I would support this cause. And when they said that they are coming to India to do a soft launch for this foundation and for this song, music video and various other real activities to help women, you know. And I said I would be very happy to be collaborating, participating in this. And इसी वजह से मैं यहाँ पर मौजूद हूँ, यहाँ पर आया हूँ। मुझे क्या कहते हैं कि यहाँ से सीधा दिल्ली की फ़्लाइट पकड़नी है, लेकिन मैं सब छोड़ छाड़ कर इसलिए आया क्योंकि ये कॉज बहुत ही डिस्टर्बिंग है। कॉज मतलब कॉज का रीज़न कि किस प्रकार से अभी भी हमारे देश में स्त्रियों के साथ, महिलाओं के साथ दुर्व्यवहार किया जा रहा है। जब मैं विदेश में होता हूँ, व्हेन आई एम यू नो लॉस एंजलिस में शूटिंग कर रहा हूँ या कुछ होता हूँ, व्हेन समथिंग लाइक दिस इज मेंशन टू मी दैट you know this is what is happening in my country, it's really extremely disturbing. So therefore you know, like I'm happy to be you know participating, collaborating in this sincere effort. And yehi nahi, I have when they asked me, Reggie and Reena asked me that whether I would act in the music video as well, I have said yes. I will be acting or giving shots in the music video as well. At the end of this month, I'm going to Los Angeles to shoot the music video.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, what happened was, I was just watching TV one day and I saw on TV, and a lot of my friends are asking me, you know, what's going on in India? And I'm like, what do you mean India? What are you talking about? And me being Indian, they're like, there's all this gang rape and human trafficking and girls being sold. So I did a lot of research about it, and I started seeing the average age is 3 years old to 11 years old. So I said, you know, as a musician, what can I do? So I said, oh, let's write a song. So I got 40 Hollywood celebrities, big singers, Eric Benet, Faith Evans, Brian McKnight, and I wrote this song. So all 40 of the singers, we sang on it. We're just finishing it up right now. And, you know, I've got to know Gulshan here really well. And I just like, you know what? I need like an ambassador of India to America for Hollywood to really get on board. And, you know, a lot of people wanted to do it, but there was nobody more sincere than him right here. And you know, I'm honored to have you, first of all. And I think that we're really going to make stuff happen, and he's going to be in the music video. He's going to do a little more than he thinks he's going to do, but he doesn't know yet. And that's how we got into it. 100% of the proceeds of the song will go to help these girls. You know, it's really about these girls. Not just, we need to change legislative laws. Punishment should be a little more severe. And I think that we should educate them. Maybe, you know, if they need computers, what do they need? And that's what we're here for, Mission Saver.
All the best, and thank you so much.
Thank you.